Hi dear students, myself Deepak More and today I am going to teach you mathematics of standard 7, lesson number 12 and name of the lesson is simple linear equations. So as we learned in the last lesson, the fundamental concepts. A fundamental concept is what? To solve such equations which are having the variables, and that fundamental concepts are helping to solve such a linear equations. So we will see about the simple linear equation. So what is meant by equation? An equation is defined as it is a statement which states that the two expressions are equal. It is a statement which tells to us that it is an equal. The expressions are equal. For example, now suppose here 3x plus 2 and x minus 7 are the two expressions, and we can say to them as they are equal by putting them as 3x plus 2 is equals to x minus 7, and it is forming an equation. While these are equal, then to prove that and to get the value of the variable which is present in the 3x and in the right hand side x, we have to find out the value of x, and then whenever we will solve this as 3x plus 2 is equals to x minus 7, when these 2 will go to the RHS and when this x will come to the LHS, then the signs will change. Then the signs will change as 3x will be as, and when this positive x will come to the LHS, that time it will be negative, the equals to sign will be as is, and this 2 is positive, it will go to the that side, then minus 7 will be as it is, and positive 2 will get negative 2, and hence 3x minus x is 2x, while minus 7 minus 2 is minus 9, and when this 2 is going to the RHS, then it is multiplying here. Whenever it will go to the RHS, that time it will divide. That's why the final answer whatever we will get, that is equals to minus 9 by 2, and we can form it in a mixed fraction as 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8, and it will form 1 by 2 with a negative sign, and this will be a final answer, and it will be a value of x. And this is how an equation is set, as well as the value of the x we will get from this particular equation. Now we will see some examples, and by using that examples how the signs are changing from addition to the subtraction, and from subtraction to the addition, from multiplication to the division, and from division to the multiplication. Whatever the rules are there to solve such examples, that we will see by using the examples. So let us see the example. Now the first one example is as x plus 3 is equals to 6. Now we have to find out the value of x only. So this 3 will go to the RHS. That time the positive 3 will get converted to the negative, which will be 6 minus 3, and we will get the final answer of x is equals to 3. And this is our first rule. Means what? Whenever any value which is positive from LHS to the RHS, or from RHS to LHS, any positive value is transferring from one place to, means from LHS to RHS or from RHS to LHS, that time the signs are changing from positive to negative. Again, if you have to see the example, then x minus 3 is equals to 6. Now in this example, this again 3 will go to that side, but this 3 is negative. So that's why x will be 6 minus will get changed into the positive, that's why plus 3, and 6 plus 3 will be as 9, and we will get the value of x is equals to 9. And this is why in this formula also the minus sign will go to turn into the positive when it will transform from RHS to the LHS, or from LHS to the RHS. The full form of RHS is right hand side, and the full form of LHS is left hand side. So this is the right hand side of the equation, and this is the left hand side of the equation of each equations. Okay, now this is for addition and subtraction. Now we will see about the multiplication. So let us see the third one example. So it will be as 3x is equals to 6. Now here this 3 is multiplying to the variable x. Now we want only the value of the variable x. So when this 3 is going to the RHS, that time it will be as 6 by 3, means it is dividing to the equations. And this is another rule that whenever any value which is multiplying to the another value or variable, whenever it is going from LHS to the RHS or from RHS to LHS, that time it is dividing. So like we divide it and the final answer of the x will get as 2. Now fourth one, when the value will divide and when it will change from RHS to LHS or from LHS to RHS, then what will happen? So like the example is as x by 3 is equals to 6. Now we want a value of x only. So x is equals to this 3 is dividing here. When it will go to the RHS, that time it will multiply and hence the value will get is equals to 18. X is equals to 18. And this is an last rule of the simple linear equation, as whenever any value which is dividing to any variable or any number, whenever it is transforming from LHS to the RHS, from RHS to LHS, from LHS to RHS or from RHS to LHS, it is dividing when it will multiply. This is why we learn the 4 rules. The first one rule is what? Any value which is transforming from LHS to RHS, if that is positive, then it is turning into the negative, or whenever it is transforming from RHS to the LHS, that time also same rule is used. Now the next rule we learn, that is when any value which is negative, then it is transforming from LHS to RHS or from RHS to LHS, its sign is changing from negative to positive, as you can see here. And next rule we see that any value which is multiplying to the any number or variable, whenever it is going to the RHS or from RHS to LHS, that time the multiplied value is divided to the value which is in LHS or RHS. Okay, and the last rule we see that any value which is dividing to the variable or any value, whenever it is transforming from LHS to RHS, from RHS to LHS, that time it is multiplying, as you can see in these given examples. Now the next topic of the lesson is solving an equation with the variable on both the sides. Now how to solve an equation if the variables will present on both the sides of the equation, means to the LHS as well as to the RHS. Now we will solve. Before going to solve, there is one method. Means what? We have to collect variables at the one side and we have to collect other constants to the another side. Means if you are collecting variables at the left hand side, then you have to collect the constant on the right hand side and vice versa. Let us will solve and we will understand how to do it. So this is an example. X minus 3 is equals to 5x plus 3. Now here x is a variable, 5x is a variable, while minus 3 and positive 9 or plus 9 are the constants. So what I will do, this 8x I will keep as it is and this variable I will transfer from RHS to the LHS. Now this is positive, it will come to the LHS, that time it will be negative as per the rule, and is equals to sign will be as it is. 9 I will keep as it is and this 3 will go to the RHS and it is negative, it will turn to the positive. Now here you can see that the variable terms are in the left hand side while the constant terms are in the right hand side. Now solve it. 8x minus 5x is equals to 3x and 9 plus 3 is equals to 12. Now why we are doing this constant and variables at one side? As we know that in a fundamental concepts we learn about the like terms and unlike terms. So when the like terms are there, then only we can subtract or add. Now here 5x, 8x, these two terms are like terms and 9 and 3 are also like terms and they are collected at a particular size and we can subtract or we can add to them. That's why we are doing this method to solve a variable equation which is having variable at both the sides. Now after solving we will get as 3x is equals to 12. Now we want a value of x. That's why this 3 will go to the RHS, which is multiplying to the x, and it will go to the RHS. That time it will divide to the 12. That's why 12 by 3. And after dividing, it will be x is equals to 4. And this is a way we can solve equation with the variables on both the sides. Now the next topic is how to solve an equation involving an fractions. So to solve such a fractions, we have a method of cross multiplication. So let us see how to solve it. So the example is as x minus 1 divided by 3 minus 2x minus 3 divided by 5 is equals to 1. So to solve this expression, first of all we will solve these particular terms. So x minus 1 upon 3 minus 2x minus 3 upon 5 is equals to 1. I will write that same expression once again. Then after this 5 will multiply to the x minus 1 as 5 into x minus 1, and this minus sign will be as this, and this 3 will multiply to x minus 3 upon denominator will multiply to the denominator, and this is called as cross multiplication. Now we will solve this expression as 5 into x is 5x, this minus sign will be as this, 5 ones are 5, while this minus sign will multiply to the bracket which is to x minus 3. That's why 3 2s are 6x, and minus multiplied with the minus is plus, and 3 3s are 9, and the denominator it will be 3 5s are 15. Now combine the like terms and unlike terms at the numerator of this particular terms. Now let us see that 5x minus 6x minus 5 plus 9 upon 15 is equals to 1. As it is equals to 1, then let me solve it. 5x minus 6x minus 5 plus 9. The 5x minus 6x is minus x, and minus 5 plus 9 is plus 4 upon 15 is equals to 1. And after solving this is equal to, it is equals to minus x plus 4. This 15 will go here and it will multiply with 1 into 15. It will be 15, and then it will be minus x plus 4 is equals to 15. This will go to the RHS once again. Then minus x is equals to 15 minus 4, and it will be as minus x is equals to 11. Now this is a minus x value, then we will multiply with a minus 1, and after multiplying minus 1 multiplied by minus x is equals to minus 11, or minus 1 multiplied by 11. So it will be minus multiplied by minus is positive x, and it will be minus 11 as we will get the answer as x is equals to minus 11. And this is the way we can solve an equation involving a fraction. Now as we are learning about an equation involving an fractions. Now here you can see that any fraction is present. Y plus 15% of y is equal to 46. No, as we cannot see, but the fraction is present. As the value is in the percentage. The percentage we are getting from out of 100. So we can get it as y plus 15 divided by 100. The 15% is out of 100, and of means nothing but a multiplication. Y is equals to 46. Now after arranging this expression as solid, which will be y by 1 plus 15 y by 100 is equals to 46. Now here there were no value, that's why I put at the denominator as a 1. The value of y will be as it is. So do the cross multiplication, you will get it as 100 multiplied by y plus sign as it is 1 into 15 y. This multiplied by y, 1 multiplied by 15 y upon 1 multiplied by 100, and it is equals to 46. Now after solving this, do it. Those 100 into y is 100y plus 1 into 15y is 15y. Y 1 into 100 is 100. So it is equals to 46. So after solving it, 100y plus 15y is equals to 115y upon 100 is equals to 46. Now this 100 will multiply to the 46 as it is present in the LHS at the denominator place. Whenever it will go to the RHS, it will multiply to the 46. That's why 115 means 115y is equals to 4600. Then after solving this 115 is multiplying here. So it will go to the RHS, that time it will divide, and y is equals to 4600 divided by 115. Now after dividing to it, we will get the value as. So 115 ones are 115 and 115 40s are 4600, and you will get it as y is equals to 40. And this is how we can solve equation involving fractions. This is for today. Bye dear students.